Hey everyone, I have had a request for a short class that you can do in the morning that combines equal amounts of yoga asana or movement and meditation. Some of you will know that I have been studying and practicing meditation for the last year now. So this is something that I'm really wanting to do a little bit more on this channel. Moving beforehand is just such a great way to be able to settle the body so that we feel a little more present within the mind when we do sit. If you did have something to elevate your hips for when we do sit down in our meditation, then feel free to bring that in. I have my bolster. You might have some blocks. You can also sit down on a chair if that feels better for you. I just wouldn't recommend lying down because that can make us feel a little sleepy, and we want to feel alert and awake. And before we begin, if you did like this class, then give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, leave a comment. It would be very much appreciated. Let's get started down on our backs. And the movement we're going to do is very gentle. You might just start by hugging the knees towards the chest. I like to cross my feet over just to help kind of keep my legs in place. Close down the eyes. And take some slow breaths in and out through the nose. And as you do this, you might just shift around side to side a little. Starting to bring some movement in, helping us to create awareness of the body and its sensations. Let's stack the knees on top of the hips. Take your arms out to the sides, almost like you're trying to make a T. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, drop both knees over to the right. You might take your right hand around your left thigh to anchor the knees down. And you could even look down your left shoulder, helping to plant the left shoulder down the ground. Use your next breath in, lift the knees up through center. As you exhale, drop the knees over to the left. Right hand comes out, maybe the left hand comes around the right thigh. Press the right shoulder down, and maybe you even look down your right arm. Breathing into the belly, into the sides of the ribs, and then as you exhale, you might find more space to twist. One more time, each side option for single leg. If you're doing that, you might just extend the right leg out. Left knee to the chest, breathing in. As you exhale, just shuffle your hips towards the left before you drop the knee to the right. Might be able to twist the spine a little more in this position. Roll yourself back. Either single leg or double leg to the left. Breathing in. As you exhale, twist the knee to the right. Sorry, the left. Come back through center. Pull the knees back out to the chest, but this time drop the knees out a little wider. And you might stay with the feet closer to the hips, or you could lift your heels up to find happy baby. Hands could come around the ankles or maybe the outsides of the feet. You could take a little rock from side to side here. Maybe feeling this a bit more within the inner of the thighs, the adductors. One more breath. Pull your knees back towards each other. Hug the hands behind the back of your thighs. Roll yourself up. Come into a tabletop position. So hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Breathing in, arching your back, lifting up the tailbone, lifting up the head, cow pose. Exhaling to round. Lift up your belly, tuck your chin in, push your hands down into the ground. Inhaling to open up. Exhaling to round. Let's go about 2 more. If you wanted to make any side-to-side movements, you can. Keep your left hand stacked underneath the shoulder. Right hand reaches out to the front of the mat. Breathe in through the nose. As you exhale, drop the chest towards the ground. And you might stay here for this kind of half puppy pose. If you wanted to add a bit more twist, push your left hand into the ground and roll your left shoulder back. Right shoulder down. So you're thinking right ear on the right bicep. Getting into the sides of the shoulders, the lats, down the arms. Come back through center, let's swap it out. Right hand under the shoulder, left hand extends out, breathing in. As you exhale, drop the chest towards the ground. Again, you might stay more neutral or push through the right hand. Roll the chest open to the right. Left ear on the bicep. One more breath. Come back through center, step both of your hands forward. Inhale, ripple forward. Lower your hips down to the ground. Squeeze the glutes and then lower down. Take your hands a little wider than your mat. You might have the palms planted down or you can come up onto fingertips. Engage your glutes. Breathe in as you lift up, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Might stay a little lower to begin with. Exhale, lower down. Let's try a couple more. Inhale, lifting up. Maybe a little higher. Keep rolling shoulders back and down. Exhale to come down. Let's go 2 to 3 more. And maybe you add on a little twist here, a little shift of the shoulders. One shoulder pulling forward, one shoulder pulling back. I find that this is such a great way to be able to move in the morning. Just moving the spine around, especially getting into extension and then twisting. Plant the hands by the ribs. Push up onto your knees. Tuck your toes, lift the knees off, but then walk your hands to your feet. Uttanasana, forward fold at the back. Soft bend of the knees here, or big bend of the knees, just helping to rest the belly, the chest towards the thighs. Tuck the chin in. Maybe you bend to one knee and then bend to the other knee. Stretching down the back of the legs, the calves, the hamstrings, all the way down the soles of the feet, the Achilles tendon.
Maybe you feel this more in your back, lower back, mid back, maybe even upper back or shoulders, maybe even up into the neck. We're going to take about 3 to 4 breaths to come up through standing. Round the back. Get really heavy through the arms. Feel the articulation through your spine. And then as you come up to the top, just roll the shoulders back and down. Bring your hands down by your sides to Tadasana. If you felt like a little more, you can bring the hands behind your hips, pushing them forward, breathing in, lifting the chest. Exhaling, little back bend, standing camel. Inhale, lift tall. Maybe even open the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin in, round through the back. Take about 2 breaths to come back down to the ground. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands out, downward facing dog. Push the hands down into the ground, shifting the chest towards the thighs. Then lower the knees down, child's pose. Hips towards the heels. Arms could be forward or by your sides. Two slow breaths. And then walk yourself up. Okay, let's grab our props if we've got them around for our meditation. I should say, if there are any final movements that you'd like to take before we sit, then listen to that. How you would like to sit is up to you. You might be cross-legged. You might be kneeling. You might be kind of straddling your bolster. Actually, I might do that. I haven't done that in a while. Just want to make sure that you feel comfortable and don't feel any pressure on your joints as best as you can. Once you've found a position, lengthen the spine. Soften the shoulders down the back. Feel a little peek up of the heart towards the sky. A soft bow of the chin towards the chest. Hands resting softly in the lap somewhere, or maybe down the legs. Soften the jaw, relax the lips. And if you haven't already, let's close our eyes down. Taking this journey inwards as we reduce the movement in our body to help us bring attention to the mind. And for the moment, let's come to the breath. Taking some long, slow breaths in and out through the nose. Making these initial breaths come into the belly using the diaphragm, as well as the ribs, the back of the ribs, the front of the ribs, the side of the ribs. And then eventually we'll lose the focus on the breath. The breath will still be there at any time if you need to come back to it. But for the next few minutes, we're not worrying about anchoring our mind onto anything in particular. We're exploring what's called open monitoring meditation, where we let our mind be free and we try to watch what's going on. Observe the different thoughts that pop up. Observing the different stories or images or memories or perspectives or judgments that appear. Trying to create some distance between what arrives and how we see it, how we witness it. It takes a little time to be able to know how to create that distance. But for the moment, let's practice. It's never a performance, it's never going to be perfect. What is perfect? What is perfection? Not a word that we use within our meditation practice. Anyway, we'll be here for another couple minutes. I'll let you know when we'll start to transition out. And just wherever you are, take a slow breath in through the nose and a slow breath out through the nose. Meditation, at least with our open monitoring meditation, isn't about clearing the mind and not thinking about anything at all. It's more about creating an awareness of what is going on in our mind. And when we are able to do that, we're able to get to know ourselves a lot more. Our patterns, our habits, the things we think about. And we can move out into the rest of the day with more intention and more presence. So let's start to open the eyes, but keep them somewhere soft in front of you. Thank you, my friends. That is where we'll leave it today. If you've got any questions, any feedback, then please write it down below. If you love this style of class, then I would, again, love to hear from you. Meditation has been something that it's been an incredible journey. And it has been a journey, and a journey is never highs and positives. It's always fluctuating, and that's the best part about it, is that it's always interesting. There's always something going on, always something to learn. And even though you think you know yourself a lot, there's always something that pops up, which, makes it very exciting. I will see you again sometime soon, whether that's here on YouTube or on Patreon. Thank you.